Hey YouTube, it's Sherman1999 here. I'm going to do a wrestling video update. I really wanted this, but this is only for rental. I'm surprised they're still letting people rent these. There's this little rental store, and they had this for rental, Taboo Tuesday 2004, Great American Bash 2005, Judgment Day 2005, SummerSlam 2005, and then the Best of Raw and VHS Fully Loaded 1999 and 2000, WrestleMania 7 and WrestleMania 9 for rental. And I wanted to get them, but they only had VHS wrestling movies for sale, and I bought them all. They were 75 cents, so I thought it was pretty good. I looked them up, and none of them, they were all worth more than 75 cents on eBay. First, I got Survivor Series 2000. Yeah, 2000. I don't have, I'm going to like say the match list for the movies, but I don't have the match list because all it is this plastic case thing. But this is the one where Chris Jericho gets the unified champion. The match list, this is the one where Stone Cold gets hit by a black car by Triple H. Stone Cold versus Triple H, Rock versus Undertaker, Rikishi versus The Rock. Oh, I said The Rock versus Undertaker. Kurt Angle versus Undertaker. Chris Jericho versus Kane. Ivory versus Lita for the Women's Championship. 6-person intergender tag team. Steve Blackman, Crash, Molly Holly, and TNA, which is Test and Albert and Trish Stratus. Survivor Series elimination match. Radicals, the One versus the One. Billy Gunn, China, Road Dogg, and K-Quick, which is R-Truth. Survivor Series elimination elimination match. Dudleys and Hardys versus Edge and Christian and the Godfather and Bull Buchanan, with Steve and Richard of the Right to Censor, and William Regal versus Hardcore Holly for the European Championship. Undertaker, The Phantom. Well, I got a bunch of WWF movies. I was pretty excited when I saw the scratch logo of the WWF. I don't know too much about this one. WrestleMania 2000 or 15, whatever you guys prefer. Yeah, it's got Fatal 4-Way for McMahon in every corner for the WWF Championship. Triple H with Stephanie, The Rock with Vince, Big Show with Shane, McFoley with Linda. First ever 2 out of 3 fall match for Intercontinental and European Championships. Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit. I heard that was a good match. Triangle ladder match for the Tag Team Championship. Dudleys versus Hardys versus Edge and Christian. Not WWE, but Tag Team Championship. This is one of the best matches, I think, ever. Hardcore Battle Royal. That's funny. It's pretty good. Cat fight. The Cat with Mae Young versus Terry with Fabulous Moolah with Val Venus as a guest referee. Kane and Rikishi versus X-Pac with Tori and Road Dogg. TNA, which is Tess and Albert. With Trish Stratus versus Alistair with Steve Blackman. 6-person tag team, Too Cool in China versus Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, which is the Radicals. The Godfather and D'Lo Brown versus Big Boss Man and Bull Buchanan. I think this is No Mercy. I think a long time ago they did, I think this one's 2000. It's either 2000 or 1999, because sometimes it wasn't published in the same year or put out. No Holds Barred for the match. Or Steve Austin versus Rikishi. Wait, I think it was Rikishi that hit him with the truck. The Rock versus Kurt Angle with Stephanie McMahon. Triple H versus Chris Benoit. Val Venus and Steven Richards versus China Mr. S. Steel Cage match. Chris Jericho versus X-Pac. Tag team match. Hardy Boys versus Los Conquistadors. 6-person intergender. The Acolytes and Lita. What the heck? TNA and Trish. Dudley Boys Tag Team Elimination Invitational Match. Table Eliminational Match. Elimination Table Invitational Match. I think I got it right. Dudley Boys versus Godfather and Bull Buchanan. Taz and Raven. Lowdown. Too Cool. And European Championship. William versus Naked Midian. Ugh. Yuck. Rebellion. I think this is 2000, I don't know, Fatal 4-Way for the WWF Championship. Kurt Angle versus The Rock versus Stone Cold versus Rikishi. Undertaker versus Chris Benoit. The Hardy Boys versus Bull Buchanan and Godfather with Val Venus for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Kane versus Chris Jericho again. Women's Championship match, Ivory versus Lita. European Championship match, William Regal versus Crash. Dang, William Regal must have been a champ for a long time. Steve Blackman versus Perry Saturn. Dudley Boys versus TNA with Trish and Edge and Christian. The One, Billy Gunn and China versus Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko. It's weird how, like, later on in the year, it's like China and Eddie Guerrero or something like that. Because I remember China and Eddie Guerrero were together. Bradshaw and Val versus Val Venus. Got a bunch. I got 13. No Way Out 2001. I guess this is the rarest one I got because it's 2001. But this was before Invasion started. This was like in February. 2 out of 3 falls. Stone Cold versus Steve Austin versus Triple H. First fall, 1-on-1. Second fall, street fight, no rules, no DQ. Third fall, cage match. WWF Championship match. Kurt Angle versus The Rock. Triple H. Or Triple Threat Tag Team title table. Dudley match. Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, Kane and Undertaker. Stephanie McMahon versus Trish Stratus. Oh, I skipped one. Cherry the King Lawler versus Steven Richards. If the King wins, the cat gets naked. Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho versus X-Pac versus Eddie Guerrero. Hardcore Championship match. Raven versus Big Show. Backlash 2003. I got 4 from 2003. Judgment Day 2003. No Mercy 2003. WrestleMania 19, but I'll go over those in just a second. Goldberg versus The Rock. You already saw that match. Goldberg versus The Rock. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Booker T versus Triple H, Chris Jericho, and Ric Flair. Team Angle versus Los Guerreros. World Tag Team Championship match, Rob Van Dam and Kane versus Dudley's, and that was for the WWE Tag Team. Women's Championship match, Trish Stratus versus Jazz. Rikishi versus Shawn O'Hare, Freddie Piper. Rey Mysterio versus Big Show. I think that's the one where Big Show like puts him up. He gets put on the stretcher, and then Big Show picks him up when he's on the stretcher, orange thing, and hits him against the ring. Triple H, The Game. I don't know much about this. Like I said, I just got them all pretty much. Talks about his injury. I guess that's like a documentary or something. Sting Unmasked. I saw a person that have this in their thing, like their video collection. I don't know much about this either. Doesn't have a match list. WWF Armageddon 1999, where Vince fought Triple H in a no holds barred. Triple H versus Big Boss Man. It just says championship match. Well, it's supposed to say hardcore, I guess. Big Show versus Big Boss Man, because I don't think Big Boss Man would never ever face him. Intercontinental Championship match, China versus Chris Jericho. The Tag Team Championship match, Mankind versus New Age Outlaws. European Championship match, British Bulldog versus Val Venus versus D'Lo Brown. 4 corners evening gown match, Ivory versus Jacqueline versus BB versus Miss Kitty. Super heavyweight match, Rikishi Fatu, which is Rikishi, Viscera. Hardcore Holly and Crash Holly, cage match, X-Pac and Kane. And a 16-man tag team battle royal. Or, 16 or something. 16-man tag team battle royal. WrestleMania 19, street fight, 20 years in the making. Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold versus The Rock. It's like every 2 years they fought. They fought at 15, they fought at 17, and they fought at 19. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. That's when Brock Lesnar broke his neck, I think. Booker T versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wait, that's for the WWE Championship. Brock and Kurt. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Undertaker and Nathan Jones versus Big Show and A-Train. Nathan Jones never showed up, so it was a handicap. Triple Threat WWE Tag Team match. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin versus Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero and Chris Benoit and Rhino. Cruiserweight title match. Matt Hardy and Shannon Moore versus Rey Mysterio. This is when he came out like Flash. Triple Threat Women's Championship. Victoria with Steven Richards, Trish Stratus, and Jazz. I'm trying to go through these fast so I don't run out of memory. No Mercy. 2003 first ever no-hold biker chain match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. Kurt Angle versus John Cena. First ever stepfather-daughter I Quit match. Snap McMahon with Linda versus Mr. McMahon with Sable. U.S. Championship match. Eddie Guerrero versus Big Show. Cruiserweight match. Cruiserweight Championship match. Rey Mysterio versus Tajiri. Chris Benoit versus A-Train. Matt Hardy versus Zach Allen. APA versus Fashion Brothers. And the last one I got was, I might go back tomorrow, see if they have any more. And Judgment Day, Triple H versus Kevin Nash. And the stretcher match. I already said that those were the heavyweight championship match. Triple H with Ric Flair versus Kevin Nash. With Shawn Michaels for the heavyweight championship stretcher match for the WWE championship match. The WWE championship. Brock Lesnar versus Big Show in Battle Royal for the Intercontinental Championship ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championship match. That was on ladder match too. Team Angle versus Eddie Guerrero. Scott Steiner and Test with Stacy Keibler versus La Resistance. For the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Championship match. Trish Stratus versus Jacqueline versus Jazz. Chris Benoit, Rhino, and Spanky versus FBI and John Cena. Mr. America versus Roddy Piper with Sean O'Hare. Bikini Challenge, Tori Wilson versus Sable. I will do a review for all of these. Like, I got them all for $11.50, and that includes the one-day rental for this. So, yeah, that's a good deal. And I'll do reviews on these, and that's about it. Comment or subscribe. Bye.